When it comes to making something memorable, a huge factor into that can be music. After all, people will remember how something sounds before anything. And one franchise that has consistent bangers is the Sonic series. The Sonic series has some of my favorite OSTs out of any video game series, and I've always wanted to dedicate a video to these games' amazing tracks. Considering I've already made rankings of the zones of the first two Sonic games, I thought these two games would be a good start, and boy oh boy, the combined total of every track from Sonic 1 and 2 is 36. Not only that, not only is that a big number, but that this might have been the hardest ranking I've ever had to do on this channel. There's just so many good tunes in the series, let alone these two games. I guarantee you'll probably disagree with my ranking, and that is completely fine. However, before this video truly starts, let me say I'm not a music guy. I only know a very, very, very little of piano and guitar, and that's it. This is purely ranked off of enjoyment. With that said, let's start. I get what the song's going for, and to give credit where it's due, the baseline of the song is much better. It's just how it starts is what makes me not want to listen to it. That opening sound is so irritating, and it persists throughout the song. Without that, it'd be a fine song, but it just ruins it. This song is boring and makes me want to fall asleep, like the zone itself. Alright, these next couple entries will be jingles. I'd say all of these do their job at what they want to signify, but not much else. The song does its job at making me want to try again. Not much else. Cute little jingle to signify you beat a stage. Cute little jingle to signify that you died. Oh wow, these sure are options. Oh boy, I sure do feel invincible. Okay, back to something that makes me feel something. The S1 title screen gets me hyped to play Sonic 1. Cute little ditty to open us up. The Sonic 2 title screen gets me more hyped to play Sonic 2 than the Sonic 1 title screen. Gets me hyped to play Sonic 1. Nice remix of the first title screen. It's definitely a good boss theme, but when I think of an amazing boss themes in the series, this isn't the first to come to mind. Still accomplishes its job perfectly, making you want to take down whatever machine Eggman's got. They say the only good part about Labyrinth Zone is its track, which is 100% true. Groovy tune that makes me want to escape this nightmare. The track that people hear for like 3 seconds. Kind of a shame, but yeah, no one's really missing out. Cute little mashup of all the stage themes, but no real point in listening to it, considering the stage themes are right there. Same idea, but better because Sonic 2 has the better tracks, but once again, the stage themes are right there. Like with all the other tracks, it sure does its job at making me want to raid Eggman's airship and not much else. Okay, before you get your pitchforks, let me explain. A lot of people love this track because of how calming it is, and I agree. It really feels nice listening to this while you reflect on your adventure. There's just one track I find to be more calming, and I'll let you know when we get to it, but we're definitely getting to the tracks I'd listen to. This is a groovy track to try to nab an emerald, but similar to the stage itself, I prefer its predecessor. Still nice and funky. Once again, a very calming and relaxing track and one that's somewhat nostalgic. Again, not the best relaxing track, but I always feel warm listening hearing it. Underrated. This track perfectly captures the mystery of the Chaos Emeralds in terms of pumping you up. S2 succeeds, but there's something about S1 that's so atmospheric. Like, what are these emeralds and why do they hold so much power? I'll be 100% honest. Half the time I forget this game's 2P verses, let alone the fact these two songs are different than how they appear in the main game. But considering all of these tracks are in the upper half of the list, that's a good indicator that all these tracks are good. With that said, Casino Night's the weakest of the three, since it's more of or less a remix of the main game song. However, as we'll see, I like Casino Night, so more of it is more than welcome. By all accounts, this track's fine, but by putting this code in the sound test, you can go through the whole game listening to this track. Yes, it gets very grating, but it's just so unbelievably goofy to me. Onto the track itself, it's very groovy, and like Labyrinth Zone, the only good part about it. Look, guys, it's the Creepypasta track! By far the most iconic jingle in the series, and for good reason. It captures its tone perfectly, and whenever it appeared, a sense of either fear or frustration enters you as you try to get air. I wouldn't say I'd go out to listen to it, but you have to give this track its praises. You know how I've been alluding to a track that to be really calming? Well, out of these two tracks, this one is the most relaxing. Again, I prefer its main game theme, but it's a great alternative. A very groovy tune it's both simple and fun for reminding me of Metropolis, theming for reminding me of Metropolis Zone. A really imposing track that makes you feel like you could mess it all up in one simple turn. Perfect track for one of the most stressful fights in Sonic. Yep, pretty much the same thing, but better and much worse boss. I mean, how can you not like this track? It's the most iconic Sonic track and one of the most iconic video game tracks for a reason. There's something about this track that's so infectious about it. It feels like it's saying, the world is your play place, so play in it. It's the perfect theme for Sonic himself. Unfortunately, there's tracks I like more, but still a phenomenal track, and this is just number 10. Everything about Aquatic Ruin is peak, and this track is no different. The track perfectly captures the mystery of Aquatic Ruin. It makes you think, what is this place and why is it flooded? And unlike the other tracks, it's very, very funky. Okay, here's where we get to my absolute favorite tracks. I've liked all the other tracks, but these top 8 are the ones I'd listen to actively. Starting off is Mystic Cave. There's something about this that's so eerie yet groovy to this tune. Like, it's saying, be weary of the dangers, but don't be afraid as well. This track is just a bop. I feel so cool listening to it and going fast, but what if I told you they did it better? Easily the best Eggman Fortress to come out of these two games. It accomplishes the same as what the final zones do, only exception is they make it groovy. This track feels like it's rooting for you in a way, while keeping the stress intact. Scrap Brain's a dystopia, but it can be saved. Yeah, this track takes everything about Green Hill and makes it better. If you couldn't tell by now, I prefer the Sonic 2 OST versus Sonic 1's OST. Even if level design wise Emerald Hill kinda sucks, this is a very outstanding track. Just like with Green Hill, this is not only one of the most iconic Sonic tracks, but also one of the most iconic tracks in gaming, and for very good reason. This track is so delightfully sinister. Instead of being threatened by Eggman, this track feels like it's rooting for Eggman, which makes defeating him, honestly, more satisfying. And here we have the best track from Sonic 1. This one, I don't have a lot to say. It's just a very funky, and every time I listen, I'm happy. It's the ultimate representation of Sonic 1's OST. Is it the best? No, but it's iconic and helped develop the rest of the series' awesome music. This track takes the things I love about Mystic Cave and makes it just as good as the original. This one captures the exploration of the zone. It makes me just want to 100% uh, look around the place and explore. What's even cooler is Sega realized how great the song is, so when they added Hidden Palace in the 2012 port, this is the track they chose, which I think is a testament to how great this track is. Okay, truthfully, this is the next track in Switch for me. They're both that peak. But yeah, Casino Night takes the theme it's given and absolutely cooks it in the best way possible. I could just smell the smoke of a casino in the slots whenever I listen to this. And this adds an excellent indicator that you made a great track. Similar to how Springyard is a testament to Sonic 1's OST, Chemical Plant is the ultimate testament to Sonic 2's OST, and the one I have most nostalgia. You see, when I was 8, I didn't know a lot about Sonic aside from Smash and the Boom cartoon, and I wanted to learn more, so I got the 2012 ports, and this was the zone where Sonic clicked for me. I don't think I'd remember that memory well without that track. Another reason this track holds sentimental value for me is this track is the reason I got into video game remixes. There's way too many good remixes to name, but the two I'd recommend are Glitch X City and Smooth Groove. Check these out if you can; they're super good. But yeah, this track truly is the best song from Sonic 1 and 2. And there we have it. This was a lot of fun to put together. I'm definitely doing more of these. But anyway, enough about these two games. It's time to head to Little Planet. Thanks for watching.